Hey guys, just enjoying some chips. I mean, I love chips. They're really good. Uh-oh, I dropped it. Well, if I pick it up, 5-second rule, right? It should be okay. Well, it's funny about that. We kind of make up rules like that all the time, 5-second rule, 10-second rule, whatever. But there was a scientist did some research on that to see how true that rule was. And what he found he dropped a bunch of different types of food on the ground. And it really didn't matter if it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 second, whatever. Whatever ground that food touched, whether it was carpet or tile or whatever, those germs and bacteria that were on that surface got onto the food. And so if you do the 5-second rule, 10-second rule, doesn't really matter. If you pick up that food and eat it, you're going to be eating the same stuff that's on the ground and on that surface that it contacted with. So just be aware of that. But the bigger picture is we make up rules all the time. One of the things we do is when we make up rules about sin, whether it's a little sin or a big sin or not much of a sin or sin we don't really need to worry about. But the thing is very clear that all sin separates us from the glory of God. God's word is very clear about that, and we don't get to make up the rules. God is the rule giver, and he's very clear about the fact that all sin is an abomination before him. And so, even though we make up these rules and we take in that food that might drop on the floor or on the ground or where have you, and we end up taking that stuff in, when we try to make up rules, our own rules about sin, we're still damaging our integrity. We're still damaging our heart. We're still damaging our walk with God. So don't try to make up rules about sin. Don't try to come up with your own kind of thing and destroy your own integrity, destroy your own character. Turn yourself over to Christ and realize that we can't make up our own rules. We can't turn a blind eye to sin. And so it's not okay to make up your own rules about sin. And the other thing I really want us to understand is Jesus came to die for our sins. It's because of this sin problem. It's because of our heart problem of what's wrong inside of us that Jesus came to die for us. This week we celebrate Palm Sunday and the following week Easter. But this coming week recognizes that final week of Jesus' life here and his ministry here on earth before his crucifixion. And so I just encourage you to be here this Sunday as we celebrate Palm Sunday, as we celebrate Jesus' entry into Jerusalem for that final Passion Week. And we'll be here at 11 o'clock, so we invite you to join us. The choir's been working on some music, special music for us. And then we're going to take a look at the passage in Matthew 21 that talks about Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. And who is this Jesus? Why is it important that we know who Jesus is? So again, don't make up your own rules about food, and don't make up your own rules about sin. God bless and have a great week.